G'day, this is a quick video showing you how to use the Nix package manager and Nix flakes to help you build Python development environments that are deterministic and really easy to use. The inspiration for this talk was that I'd been planning to make a quick video about using Nix for managing your Python dependencies for a while. But then I saw a video from this guy, Kris Jenkins. It's on YouTube, building data visualization in Python in minutes. And his demo's really interesting, and I really enjoyed it, so I'd encourage you to watch it. But he was using a different package manager called UV, and it looks okay, but of course, it won't be anywhere near as complete as Nix. So I think his demo would have been more impressive if he'd also shown how to use Nix. So what is Nix? Nix is a language, Nix is a tool, and Nix is a package manager. There's a thing called nixpkgs that's got a very large number of packages that you can use the Nix tool to manage installing. They're completely deterministic and really powerful. There's also the Nix OS operating system, right? So the whole operating system is managed by Nix, and it's actually what I'm running now. So I'm not going to demo installing Nix. You can find the instructions nixos.org/download, and it's available for all your favorite operating systems. I've got a couple of videos on installing it for Ubuntu and for Fedora. I did try to make a Mac one, but unfortunately my Mac is so old that Nix no longer supports it, which is a bit disappointing, to be honest. But I'll hopefully find a newer Mac at some point and post a quick video. So it should be a one-liner to install, and it won't take long, and you can install it next to your other package managers, and it won't interfere with it. So in this video, we're going to talk about the Nix flake, which is the main file that we're talking about here. Really, what I tried to do for this demo was make a very generic Nix flake that you can use with any Python package that you might want to try. And then I used a separate shell file to just list the Python specific bit, which is the bit that you're going to want to modify. So really simple Nix flake, nothing there, and I don't expect you will need to modify this. And then in the shell.nix, this is where we specify the Python packages. So you can see it's got a build input of Python 3. It's got the Pandas package defined and the Streamlit package. That's because Kris's demo has got these two. There are many Python packages available, so I've got commented out here NumPy and PyTorch, which is apparently now called Torch. And this URL here is where you could go to search for your favorite Python package that you want to install, and then you can easily just put that in this file. So that's it. Let's do the demo now. Okay, so here we are at my shell, and you can see I'm running NixOS, relatively new. I probably should update. The new kernel just came out, right? Anyway, and so what I've done is I've got a copy of the Streamlit demo from Kris's repo. The full path to that is this one here. I cloned it into my repo, and I've made some tiny changes to it. Git status. So I created the Nix flake file as described, the shell file as described, and then I grabbed the lock file. So the lock file is worth looking at. This is the file that pins the version of the Nix packages that it's going to use. So those Python packages we're about to install are pinned via this revision, right? That's the hash, and then there's the special Nix, what they call nar hash, which is Nix's way to validate that what we're pulling down matches. So it's very secure. So we've got the flake.nix here, right? As we saw before, importing the shell and that at the shell. Now, just to show you that, although I do have Python in my environment, in general, I don't have the libraries we need. So let's just prove that, right? So try to import Pandas and it doesn't work. Try to import Streamlit, it doesn't work. And try to run Streamlit and it doesn't work. Okay, and further to that, Streamlit will start a web server and I'll just prove that that's not running, right? So there it is not running. Okay, and now for the magic, we're going to run the nix develop command, which will start the shell. Now, in my Nix store, I don't have the same packages yet. So my OS is running on a different Nix flake that's got a different lock file, and so the system that we're running in is pointing at a different version of the Nix packages, while this repo will point at the one in this flake. So let's give it a try. Nix develop, here we go. Okay, so it's evaluating, it's pulling down all the things that it needs. I did already install this earlier, and it's still in my Nix store, so it did come out of my cache. I'm sorry, I don't know a good way to quickly wipe out the cache. But when you do it, it won't be in your cache, and it'll take a moment to download all of the packages we need. Okay, so I should now be in the Nix develop shell, and we should be able to test if we've now got Pandas. Look at that, we've got Pandas, magic. And do we have Streamlit? Yes, we do. Okay, so we're now inside the Nix shell that has got all the Python packages that we defined installed within it. And now we can actually run the Kris's demo, right? So he's got this main.python here, and you can see it's importing this. It does a bunch of stuff, including using the Eurovision votes count. Please watch his whole video for how all this works. It's worth your time. And right, so that's that. Now let's run this. So in the README, I wrote how to do this. So Streamlit run. What we'll do is we'll like this. Okay, there it is. And now if we refresh the browser, here is Kris's demo running from the Nix. You can use this QR code to find the repo, which should be easy to use, right? Okay, so there we go. It works. Very exciting. Now let's stop that. I'm still in the shell. If I get out of the shell, exit. I've now dropped out of the environment that has those packages, and we can prove that by showing that we don't have Python again, but it reevaluated, it checked all of the hashes and all the good stuff, and boom, we have Pandas again. And we can run Streamlit again, and there we go. So pretty cool. Lots of support for many packages. Really easy to use. I strongly encourage you to give it a try. Thanks so much.